Also the first Latina elected to Baltimore City elected office, and still only. First of all, I want to say that I want to direct this to the director. Your agents are terrifying our communities. You're not just doing this based on orders. What you're doing is racial profiling. Our communities are scared because what you're doing is sitting in front of grocery stores, picking up our people. And it is highly unreasonable. And don't understand if you're saying that you're getting these orders from other people and all of that, that's a knock on the door. That's not trying to patrol our streets looking for brown people. And it's just really abhorrent that this is happening. I know that you're just trying to do your job, but we also need to make sure that these agents need to identify themselves, and they shouldn't be using masks. Because it basically looks like if they're coming in with an unmarked car, they're kidnapping our residents. They're kidnapping our residents, and that is completely unacceptable. And you also, I'm glad that you were able to let our congressional delegation in, but the conditions that our residents are in when they're in your facilities are just abhorrent. This is just horrible. I'm asking you to resist. I'm asking you to stop doing this. Because this is something, we've talked a little bit and skirted around it, but what is happening here is our families are planning for separation. Can you imagine? I don't know if you have children or not, but can you imagine separating from your kids because of this order and of what is going on here, and that a president or somebody just doesn't like the way that we look and who we are? And what he's trying to do is actually make this nation pretty white. Okay? This is white supremacy and racial profiling. And this is completely unacceptable. And what I want to know is, why is it that the agents are operating in this manner? Very violent, picking up our people, as well as masked, and not identifying yourself. I think it's extremely unfortunate that this is happening. Not just extremely unfortunate, it is really abhorrent that this is happening, and we demand answers, and nobody here answered these types of questions, why this is happening. And MACo, for one, having the session without having the actual discussion with the AG, and I know he was invited and didn't want to come, he was in another session, but there are very specific things that our law department and other law departments have said that we can do. And that we should be doing, and that's the kind of story that we should be telling here, not just hearing about what ICE is doing. We should have been hearing about what we can do to protect our residents, who, by the way, are growing our communities, are making sure that we've got that we're doing, and so we want to make sure that this happened. And so I think it's not necessarily responsible for MACo to be having the session without all of the different pieces that should have been told in this particular session. And I'm going to yield so that my colleagues can also ask for questions, but what I want to make sure is that everybody has time to be able to do this, because, and again, I think that we're asking you to resist. Like, tell your people not to do this, and make sure that you're a leader here, and just as the way that we're doing it in Baltimore City and trying to protect our residents, it's really important to us that this happens. Yeah.